This is the plaintiff, Anna. She says she hired the defendant to replace a slab of concrete by her garage, and a few months after the job was completed, started cracking. Now it's crumbling away. The defendant used a bad batch of concrete, and it looks worse now than it did before he replaced the original concrete, which was over 25 years old. She wants her money back. The defendant's ignoring her. That's why she's suing for the $2,000 she originally paid him. This is the defendant, Peter. He says he only installs the concrete. He doesn't make it. He did, however, offer to rip it out and reinstall. But she told him it took too long for him to reply. And the next thing he knows, he's being sued in court. Bottom line, it's not his problem. It's hers, because he just pours the stuff. He's accused of cracking up a customer.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff hired the defendant to replace concrete, and it almost immediately started cracking very badly. The defendant says he doesn't make the concrete, so it's not his problem. It's the case of the slab screwed up my slab.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Anna, you've asked us not to mention your last name. You are suing Peter and his construction company. You've asked us not to mention your last name or your company's name. For $2,000, the cost that you paid him for a concrete job, which according to you is faulty. Tell me what happened.
I called, I know Peter.
How do you know him?
Yes, I know him through an organization that my husband and I belong to, and two people recommended him, so I...
What kind of club is it?
It's a boating organization. They teach safe boating.
Okay.
So I asked Peter to come to the house and give me an estimate on repairing 2 windows and doing this concrete slab.
Are you a contractor or a handyman or what?
Contractor.
Do you have a license?
I did at the time.
At the time in question, you had a license?
Yes.
Okay, what happened to the license?
The company is closing.
Okay, so go ahead. The company being you?
Yeah.
Okay. Not enough business?
Yeah.
Why are you closing? All right.
Not enough business.
All right, what are you going to do now? Are you doing something else now already?
No.
All right, go ahead.
So Peter came, he gave me, my son thought, a very fair price for the work I wanted done.
What is the work you wanted done?
There was a slab by my driveway, 12 by 18, that was cracked, and it was there for a good 30 years or more. And I wanted to have it replaced, and I wanted it slanted a little bit more away from the driveway.
For drainage?
For drainage,
Okay.
yes.
Do you have a contract with him?
Yes,
May I see it?
yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead.
In August, he did the work. They broke up the old concrete. They put
Did you
in
witness him breaking up the concrete?
Yes, I did.
Did they remove all of it?
Yes, he
Okay.
removed it. They used a sledgehammer to get it up. It took about a week or so by the time they broke it up.
Okay, so he
and
pours
whatever.
concrete in there, and when you first look at it, it looks good,
It
right?
looked wonderful. It looked
All right,
very nice.
when did it stop looking good?
Well, I got sick the next month, and I was unable to go outside for quite a while because I had to go under treatment and stuff.
I'm sorry to hear that. How are you now?
I got to knock on wood. I'm doing good, thank you. And so I went out
mic or wood?
in March, somewhere around March, I went out, okay?
When was this completed?
The following year,
Right, so this is what, 8 months later?
like 8 months later,
Okay,
I went out.
you come out and what do you see?
I stood there with my mouth open. I was walking on it, and as I'm walking, all I could hear was cracking.
Ugh, let me see pictures. What's happening?
It went through one of the worst winters we had. I don't know if there was chemicals used on the concrete.
What chemicals?
Rock salt, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, there probably was, considering that you folks live in Staten Island, New York. Wouldn't you have used concrete that can tolerate rock salt? What concrete did you use?
No concrete tolerates rock salt.
Well, some tolerate it a lot better than others, right? And do you do this for a living, the concrete? Because I got to tell you, this may be the worst thing I've seen in degradation of a concrete slab, which is 8 months old. Are you suggesting that, what? How did this happen?
The concrete company.
Concrete company
I just
what?
put it down. I don't mix the concrete.
Well, but she didn't pick the concrete company.
This is true.
Right, so she's suing you for return of the $2,000 that you charge her for this slab because it lasted, well, we don't know how long it lasted. We discovered that it looks like this, oh my gosh, like 8 months after you put it in. What's your answer to that?
My answer is that I told her I would redo it for her.
Did he say
a week before I was going there, then I get a notice that she's taking me to small claims court.
All right, was his answer to you, I'll redo it for you?
I called him and I said, Pete, when are you gonna redo it? He says, after Labor Day. Well, like 6 weeks later,
After Labor Day or Memorial Day? Like 6 months later he would do it? Yeah, is that what you said?
So he says he didn't mix it, he just installed it. Does he have a case?
Yeah.
Come on, the answer is no. Come on, be serious.
No, I mean, he doesn't have a case.
Say no.
No.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Why would she wait 6 months? What kind of contractor are you? Why would you wait? Why would you think that somebody who paid you $2,000 for this and gets this and calls you about it and one would think that you would feel bad and say, oh my goodness, I can't believe that. Let me get out there and fix it right away. She's supposed to tolerate that you're going to wait 6 months to fix it? And then by what? And then 6 months later you close your business and then she's just stuck with it?
No, that's when I was going to do it.
Why don't you do it tomorrow? Why didn't you do it that day that she called, do it the next day afterwards?
Because I couldn't at the time.
Because you're so busy with business?
Yes, at the time I was.
What's your defense? In your answer to the complaint, you say, tough noogies. I pour concrete. I don't make concrete.
I was
pour.
going to fix it for her.
Honest to God, I am just so exhausted at the bad name that people give to certain professions. My father was a contractor. My brother is a contractor. Do you think that if they put this slab down, they could have just turned around and said, I just pour concrete. Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it half a year from now. Do you seriously think that anyone here thinks that you were going to do anything other than rip off the widow who was dealing with cancer? Because that's how you look right now. Looks like you were hoping 6 months would pass and then you'd be out of business. And then, because as it turns out, 6 months passed and you were out of business. All right? And, wrapping it down, you got no, come on, man. How is this okay for you to do this to another person?
I was going to fix it.
No, I was going to fix it means nothing. Because I was going to fix it isn't, I went to fix it the next week and she wouldn't let me in. You're acting like that's what it is. When you tell a homeowner, I'll fix it, but I'll fix it half a year from now, you think that someone's going to let you get away with that? Would you let somebody get away with that against you?
No.
Exactly. So why do you foist it on her?
I was going to fix it. I don't know what to tell you.
You're a jerk. Seriously, you're a jerk. I mean, I don't have any other language for it because I am sick and tired of watching people take advantage of other people. That is why I became a judge, so that I could stop it. But I have to tell you, it's death by 1,000 cuts sometimes. Pay the lady $2,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, tough time in court for the defendant here who comes out, and what's your comment on how this all went down?
I'm sorry it happened, but I was going there to fix it.
Maybe you should have gone there to fix it.
I was a little busy. I was going there.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
If you had gone there, it would have made you look a little bit better.
Yes, it would have.
The whole way.
But I was
All right.
going there.
Okay, this way. So he was going there to fix it. Is that good enough for you?
I was hoping he would have come sooner. I wish he would have called me. He didn't even call me.
He was going.
I know he was going to, but going and doing is one thing.
All right, so now what?
I'm glad it's over with. I'll try to find somebody to repair my job.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Harvey?
Okay, this is why you have to get a referral or go to the contractors board before hiring somebody. Something tells me this isn't the first time this guy had a complaint.